had it. If you would have gotten the party. All right, let's get that Sasui. No, none of that. Not today. LANGSKI.
No,
you coming to play.
You and LANGSKI. All right.
Winner's side of things. Yeah.
I feel like you and I got
everything's winners right now. WIND and SHINAKUMA's next.
All right, word.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was like, I feel like we got baited and subsequently switched, but at least we still get to see the match. But hey, we can tighten it up. This is a real commentary hours now. GIYU firmly in the driver's seat, has the nice pickup, and LANGSKI on the back foot here. We got to see GIYU cook a little bit in the latter portion. Their ground control looking real strong today.
But all that matters is V-trigger play,
Oh
which is a
my
with the back throw. Gets a distance, and LANGSKI still has that stun up, and you see that GIYU wants to keep it up with that medium kick. Anti right there. Trapped up in the corner, but still gets the conversion to the EX. Mid-screen we go.
Yo, I want to highlight on that jump back short, GIYU was like a pixel off of landing on the VT1. That was like so perfectly spaced to manage to get away from that. So just fantastic degrees of control there. And then obviously that standing medium kick, wonderfully placed to be able to interrupt LANGSKI's sequences. They tried to press forward, walking right into the jab flicker string though. And already on the back foot, close to this corner, jab flickers from LANGSKI, trying to keep GIYU fishing.
And this is a problem. You need to be able to use that crouch medium kick and medium kick to kind of stuff or get the activation, right? We saw previously. But to stop the any of the flickers and stuff like that and kind of curb this character's game plan. Sweep off the feet also works. Has gone up in the corner, is stealing all that meter too.
Yeah, this is really problematic here for LANGSKI. Oh man, you just barely not getting the whiff punish there that I imagine LANGSKI might have wanted for that. Getting a lot of space out of it, finding the anti-air as GIYU unfortunately lands on the fireball, but now LANGSKI has no resources available and GIYU has a CA in the back to be able to pop off. No bar, even big whiff punish. How far is GIYU gonna be able to push this? I think that you're still alive? Yeah, of course.
One more hit. Don't throw it out.
Oh my god.
Who committed with it? Put a ring on it with no prenup? That's how you feel? You can't throw that V-trigger, that B-skill skating through the fireball to make him fall. I mean, you look at the characters that have ways to deal with that V-trigger. There's not many. It's either your own innate defense or things like this with the V-skill, get the side switch. But that may come into play later on where they might be able to, like, you know, maybe do like a later one or feign it out where they do like medium punch and just like a reaction kind of thing. Like, oh, he did something. Let me do the V-skill and find a punish.
Yeah, well, I mean, however that might end up panning out, we do end up seeing here with GIYU now up this first game, determining who is going to move into the more conventional winners side, top 8 that you would expect. Obviously, 8 players coming out of this ladder, everyone coming in the winners side. So determining winners and losers off of this first round. Fishing with that low forward here is LANGSKI trying to earn some space. Damn, the overhead coming out of GIYU, trying to maybe high crush these low pokes that are coming out from LANGSKI too.
Also, just some variance in terms of like that neutral, because that in that range, it's like she can grab you with her throw range is one of the best in the business. So definitely helps out to add more of that mental stack like that. And trying to find an opener on these crouch mini kicks, doesn't get the hit off of anything right there. GIYU harassing with the button setting, heavy kick activation. That's a bad situation. The station, east side of the screen.
Oh, okay, I thought maybe we were going to go for one more throw, but I guess LANGSKI was comfortable only getting the one throw in the corner position out of that. Okay, dash back from LANGSKI, slight life lead, getting around the low fireball coming out of GIYU, but these dashes going unchecked. Jury's dash so good.
Yeah, you gotta do something though. Keep some distance to at least make it a little more ambiguous. Unfortunately, all this bar's gonna be spent for the super after this activation. You're dead. Oh, you're still alive. The feeling, the dash up throw does it though. GIYU. Caught him lacking.
Yeah, these dashes really need to go answered. LANGSKI needs to either get more comfortable reacting to the dashes and trying to stick something out, or to be a little bit more proactive. But the problem with being proactive is Jury obviously has really good buttons to control the neutral and catch you if you're just whipping out these buttons, right? Standing medium kick, crouching medium kick, even standing short can be used decently effective. The standing medium kick is getting fantastic mileage here from GIYU.
Nice and meaty right now. I think that's what's been going on. You see the medium punch come through, and I think he's been trying to stop that approach. Unfortunately, he's stuck up in the corner. EXDP gets some distance with a cycle upper. Activation, you can definitely route this back. Off the low, cycle dive down to the ground. Let me see some mix with it. Oh my, yo, it's still on the screen. This is cheap. You have players know this is cheap, but this is defeat though. GIYU, it's over.
All right, that's 2 games up for GIYU now. Now, I do believe, as we are cutting straight back over to the replay, so I'll postulate after, but here we see this was up into the CA sequence that none of these CA sequences have killed, but that V skill in the back as well. Even like the commitment to that V skill was always going to charge it no matter what LANGSKI had done, right? You know, we just committed to like, well, I'm going to get the stock. I know V-Trigger is going to come out eventually, or if you're full screen, maybe you're going to, pivot and try to posture with like Toward Strong, maybe throw out a fireball. But once I have this stored, I remove that and we're sort of boxing you in, right? Like I've got the life lead. I have a one button reaction that beats anything that you have that allows you to stay farther out than where I can poke you down. So that was a really effective checkmate situation.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't want to say checkmate, but it's one of those where it's like you've curtailed so many options. It kind of is. Where like they're really stuck with it, right? They're you've limited the Ed's options where they can't really do much. And I think in this matchup that V skill is going to be even more deadly because you can just back up. There's not much LANGSKI can really do unless he has the V trigger out to send it out full screen and start his approach. But we'll see what happens here. We'll see what the adjustment is. I'd also like people to adjust Shadow Ace out of this damn chat saying some wild ass shit like, oh, it's honest. That's actually crazy. Only an Ed player thinks it's honest. But honestly, GIYU's been doing a good job of avoiding it. LANGSKI, I want to see more mix with it because this is game point GIYU.
Yeah, so what I was, if I could, circle back to what you had said about like, the difference between, really checkmate in like a literal sense versus like just the losing of options, right? People compare and borrow chess nomenclature in fighting games a lot. You know what? I'll finish this point after because right now LANGSKI's got GIYU walked back to the corner and is doing a decent job of representing some different tools here to try to shut GIYU down. GIYU now on the back foot, but the one time you're on the back foot, you bring out the reversal. LANGSKI wasn't ready for it. They were too busy trying to drive towards the tunnel. They didn't see Wile E. Coyote off to the side. Had already painted it deep. Sending out the V-Trigger one. Oh no, now you've cornered yourself. I really hate that call.
Yeah, about to fall from this corner, bro. This is good for GIYU. Let him get something to play with. Gets all this bar staffed away from LANGSKI. They still have a reversal. They use this bar, at least the V bar, for the V reversal, get the side switch with it. I'm seeing a lot of anti-fireball options. Unfortunately, that one does not work out. Edie, stagger step, looking for an EX upper. What's it to come? What's the next move here? GIYU with a lot of bar to spin. One more hit for the win, and there it is. The conversion and the super seal it.
Yeah, unfortunately, GIYU has to cash out their whole resources there, but that's something that GIYU is often really comfortable with, and I think the VT2 is a stylistic choice for GIYU that lends itself to that, right? Because they're stealing your bar when they get that V-Trigger, so they tend to feel really comfortable spending their EX bar because they have a little bit of extra throughput of getting that EX bar back in any round where they end up using the V-Trigger, which we're about to have the V-Trigger here, so a lot of those resources about to come back for them. GIYU's starting to fight their way out. V-Trigger on the table now.
Yeah. Back to that bar usage. I mean, honestly, what else are you going to spend the bar for? EXDPs, some extensions here and there, but it's not really necessary. Trade, not too bad. LANGSKI has him caught up in the corner. Keeps it nice and immediate with the fireball. No answer, though. Here from the side of GIYU. Got to find a way to activate. Dash up, back throw. Risky, but look at how this pays off. No bar spent to find a way outside the corner. You get the side switch here. Needs to find a way to activate. Punish on the standing heavy kick. No activation here. LANGSKI got to find a way to play, bro. I want to see that purple stuff.
Okay, activation, but LANGSKI spins the V reversal to get out. No! Thought that they were going to get the chance to move through the fireball. They do not. That CA in the back is still not going to be enough to kill, but it's one more touch. EX cycle upper from LANGSKI as they move forward. Please, my kingdom for a throw. V-Trigger comes out, but the jab after the dash up. The mix-up game around the dashes with the bubble gum in the back been really good from LANGSKI. We've seen throw represented. We've seen low short represented. That one was just stick out the 3-frame, blow them up for trying to do something.
Yeah, I do like that idea. I like that LANGSKI's getting better about using this V-Trigger. I actually had the way to play with it too, so GIYU has to keep this a little bit closer so that doesn't happen. I can preempt this up with a medium kick would be great. But wait, let's see what happens here. Stay me on set point. LANGSKI still in the game. Well, you walked a little too close up for my face. EX lunge. Get some distance, stocks up though. Like you get that, never mind. Not fine. The neutral jump clips him. Stock up with the V skill.
Oh my god, the back throw. You already talked about Jury throw range. I swear, it feels like she's canceling a dash for her throw half the time with how far away she feels like she is. Right, it looks like her throw looks like a Kara throw. That's messed up. Standing medium kick activation right into that V-Trigger. All this extra bar. Oh, we wanted for, I don't know if that was a drop or an attempt at a reset because maybe we didn't believe that the CA would have killed here even, but the CA is definitely going to kill there. That's going to be a clean sweep for GIYU. 3-0 over LANGSKI.
Yo, good stuff to LANGSKI though. I saw some great adaptations as we got to like the second or third game. So as you can say, the heavy kick over the fireballs and things like that. Great matchup knowledge. Just GIYU's proclivity to find his way out of the corner without having to push the spin bar. As you pointed out, that resource management was super important. We saw CAs in play, few EXDPs here and there, but mostly that bar was spent to get the W with the CA finishers, and that was the most important thing. And that B skill also deleting that V trigger off the table. So if there's a counter out here for Ed, maybe it really is Jury. But we'll have to see a bit later on what happens between the two if LANGSKI take the return over. See, down to losers they go, and that means more Jury in the winner side of things, and that means there's gonna be a prediction started too, as well as you see up at the top here. It's
All right,
written.
studio mode
Get those in.
doesn't work, so it's not my fault. I was trying to future-proof something, and
Field-based sort of like checkmate, because like there's like
Right.
actual checkmates in like Gear, and there are some
sure.
in Street Fighter, of course. Like there are actually some in Street Fighter, but like a field-based one is definitely one you might actually see in this matchup. I'm not gonna lie, when you lose enough health as Akuma, you don't really have the options to rotate against this character. There's many things you can do to check demon flips and things like that, check your walk-in approach. This actually could be one of those moments where it's a field-based sort of like, yo, you don't get to play. Like, you're done. Next game, next round. Move it.
All right, make sure you get your predictions in the chat if you are feeling like spending some of those channel points. Eventually, we'll figure out something to do with those if we don't have them already. Okay, EX reversal coming out from SHINAKUMA. VWIND on the back foot. That dive kick was blocked pretty high. Of course, VWIND's going to take their turn there.
Throw up in the corner. Demon flip, reset. You'll take the trade. So you'll keep in the corner. You want to have these early leads as much as possible, because if you lose the lead, you're looking real dire. Gotta find that activation, that beat trigger one that SHINAKUMA wants to go for.
Ooh.
Activation avoids the EX fireball.
But still had the answer once SHINAKUMA landed. There was an actual checkmate, right? VWIND had used the activation, represented the anti-air choice, and then just the way the screen had happened to go, still was ready with the layer 2 answer. Damned if you do and damned if you don't. That dive kick was spaced a little bit better, and SHINAKUMA with a healthy life lead here, but oh wow, had to represent the jab DP to keep VWIND from getting much out of that.
Really love that option. Yo, I see you, SHINAKUMA. Although Floridian sort of time, I see how you playing. Air fireball coming through the trade. Not too bad again. SHINAKUMA needs to keep this, this health lead as much as possible. Trying to find ways in the aerial approach. Went back up to get these antis a little bit better. Finds a crush counter off the fierce EX dive in. One more hit after that throw, and that's it. The crouch meter kick after walking in. Nice and easy and breezy right here for SHINAKUMA.
Yeah, I like how often SHINAKUMA is representing throw in some of these spots as well, really establishing it to be like, all right, cool. Like, I know that you're going to defensively choose to take the throw. You know, I need to layer this foundation, finding that back throw there and just using that red fireball. I think one of the only problems is, these fireball trades don't work out for them. Akuma doesn't have a whole lot of life. You can only make that trade so many times because, just in terms of the resource, you lose out numerically every time that happens. But the more you can earn these red fireballs, the red fireball is better for the trade because it finds the knockdown. And I find any fireball that trades with poison and ends in a knockdown, you at least get frame advantage to close the space. The cross up that time.
What is with people today? Doing things that are like from the first season where the characters came through. But then again, the mental stack was running up like that. I see you, SHINAKUMA, with the side switch diamond, demon flip. I said diamond. I mean... if it works, it works, But it's no offense to SHINAKUMA or say anything bad, but it's an option. If you layer on the mental stack, it's difficult to defend against all these different options. And that demon flip is still strong. Don't let Akuma players gaslight you. It's still really good.
Oh, that was supposed to be like a TK fireball. We've seen SHINAKUMA miss actually a couple of those, and we're getting that immediate jump jabs out. Okay, fishing with the V skill, wanted the guard point through, but managed to get the palm into the knockdown. But we have to fight back from a life deficit here. Oh, going for the regular jump in this time. An entire game of primarily representing air fireball earns them a raw jump in medium kick. One more touch could be stun. Okay, we wanted for shimmy. I feel like back throw could have stunned there, and we've already seen VWIND choosing to represent the V gauge a little bit defensively. So going for throw stage stuff might have been the smarter play.
Yeah, here's some air fireball. Try to preemptively catch him on the way down. Still up in the corner. One more hit will do it. He's gonna go for the chip, no dip. Just raw DP. Would have been chip either way. He could have went for chip, but he would have been V reversal. But still, that would have been a bad play because he would have taken off feature off the table, up and close and personal. SHINAKUMA looking fantastic right now in this matchup.
Yeah, and VWIND fishing with those crouching fierces just then. I love that SHINAKUMA's really representing that great walk speed, manages to bait the reaction out of VWIND and find that strong start, not getting the pickup off that fireball, but you still got a clean 50% life lead and this great screen position going for them there. And now another huge jump in, looking great for SHINAKUMA right now.
Looking for these jump pierces continuously. The demon flips has been so much for WIND to deal with. You have a crouching mini punch, you have good anti-airs, but you have to be good with the V reversal, get some space up in this place, back him up a bit with the fireballs. Them trades obviously not his favor, but all he needs is a few more hits to do it. WIND's kind of cooking him up in the corner. The Molotov, Anarchy reigns, chase down the Fierce. I'm surprised I did not convert. That's crazy.
Yeah, VWIND needed to walk forward just a little bit farther to try to make that happen. Instead, SHINAKUMA manages to spin these V reversals. The gray life adding up. It's really going to matter. Any jab will do it. We haven't repped a dive kick since game 1, and we bring it out to close out game 2. It's been regular jump ins and fireballs. Bring back in that layer 3, and we do have the replay to jump over to here for you.
Surprisingly, we didn't see this Stan Pierce actually reach, but I gotta say, SHINAKUMA was playing this matchup very well. A lot of rotation of demon flips and playing to the pensiveness of what WIND wants to do against these anti-airs. They have to back up and be more committal with it, run the EX up whip if they have to, or the thunder kick like that too as well, because that will shut down SHINAKUMA's approach. And if you take the trade, it's not that bad. You have more health to play with this character.
Yeah, but you can see the way that WIND is trying to fish with their pokes right now. SHINAKUMA is really comfortable with the spacing that they need to be at in this matchup and using that walk speed to really ensure that they're getting these whip punishes plus frames, not wanting to deal with any of that at a life deficit, so they use the V reversal. V-trigger's not really been a factor here for SHINAKUMA.
Yeah, it's kind of helped out in some elements, but I think V reversaling is a lot better. It seems like it always has been. Nice conversion off the fireball. Forward Fierce looking for attack, though not coming through for WIND. Here's the activation situation. Let me see. So the backs up for the DP. I'm surprised that traded. Was that a different button? Because that's supposed to be invuln.
Right.
His invuln. What?
That is definitely a little bit odd. Hey, maybe somebody will peep the replay later, check out the buttons. People are going to get used to that in 6. People are going to be watching the replays, be like, I got to check that SOCD, make sure you're not breaking the rules.
Right.
Can I
get closer for that crouch pierce be punished? Lawless out here. I'm snitching. Call me Randall. Call me Randall out here. I'm gonna get that 1 milli. None of y'all playing. All right, side switch out here from WIND. EXV reversal. If some distance has some gray life, I can always backs it up with some sort of way to add more gray life because he wants to keep that up as much as possible and do more damage on these hits and back him up a bit. EX dive kick. Oh God.
Huge. Had to spend the extra EX bar, but we're 1 touch away. Just finds the regular throw. This is now set point for SHINAKUMA. Are we going to be opening up both of our first matches post-ladder with 3-0's costume code coming out? SHINAKUMA taking off the weighted clothing. Be like, all right, let's rep it just a little bit more. But on the knockdown, fireball connects. We get the pickup after. SHINAKUMA looking so confident right now. I am feeling not confident with my channel points. I got to tell you.
I mean, if you look at this on paper, honestly, Poison be cooking Akuma players like this is a 7-3 match, but what happens on the paper don't happen like that up in this match. Look at the demon flip palm trade. These jump-in situations have been nasty here for WIND to deal with. And we've said that continuously. He tried to walk up, did not have the activation. You lucky that wasn't a big punish.
All right, but you see SHINAKUMA's already back in that, like, all right, let me take a second. I understand I need to get back into my zone, start cooking with what I need to do, going for that late cancel off of the towards Fierce target combo.
Give me the demon. Right. Give me the demon. Give me the demon.
Yo,
give me the demon,
I
my
would
boy.
not be ready.
No, he wanted it.
Oh, that was supposed to be it.
Yo, I give me. Hit me with the goosebumps, baby. Hit me with the goosebumps. I gonna get in. Okay, had to spin the bar. He had to spin that. Let's spin the bar, and he's dead either way. This is what we were talking about, right? You're basically, it's over, right? How do you get in against Poison from that distance? Like, you have to play damn near perfectly, surgical like a machine, chat, GPT, or whatever to get in against this character. And it's a one-touch situation. It's so hard.
All right, you can. We have the replay going here, but I imagine we will jump back over to the match in a moment. Already in progress, 2-1 here in SHINAKUMA's favor. Maybe a little bit too hungry for the demon, possibly in that last game. I don't rightly know, but WIND might also just be making some adjustments based on what SHINAKUMA's been bringing to the table. A lot of the variation in the verticality of like jump and fireball versus dive kick versus actual limb, maybe starting to feel a little bit more comfortable at certain ranges. But still, SHINAKUMA firmly in the driver's seat. That is going to be stun, and we can play for meter at this point. We are back on set point.
Brother, he walked out. I love seeing people like chase down like shimmy situations with walk up throw, gets the back throw, crouch pierce. The shirt is off. I'm showing you everything right now. Time to get me. SHINAKUMA with a full stick of butter to play with. That could be X Fireball, change it for the X Demon Flips and things like that. About to make this a wrap possible. You have to have these good early starts as much as possible. That's how WIND had one last time. They had a good start. They kept that. Same with SHINAKUMA.
So I've just clued in to what it is that WIND is doing a little bit different. In some of these more ambiguous spacings, or when the jump in is going to be closer, WIND is walking forward as the jump comes, and it's like, all right, if you go for the dive kick, I'm going to block the dive kick high, and you're going to get smoked. And if you are jumping in deep enough that it's a cross-up, then I'm just going to end up making you whiff. It might be too little too late for the adjustment, although SHINAKUMA overcommits to the medium kick. Tatsu, big mistake. WIND has bar right into the activation. That's going to be, I'm sorry, not the activation, the stun. In either case, it's done. Oh my god, SHINAKUMA mashed out something.
He was hitting all the buttons right there. SHINAKUMA just needs to close these rounds out. He has it, but WIND's defense that we've seen previously has been fantastic, and the fact that SHINAKUMA just not able to capitalize. Listen, if you're gonna wake up with something, should have been an EXDP. At least push yourself out of that situation. EXDP, there you go, SHINAKUMA. I know you listening, baby. Come on, keep it with the fireball. I do want to see a demon though. I ain't gonna lie. If it helps close out the round on the real, go for it. But if you lose to it, don't do it. Just
oh my,
just win. Just win if you have to.
Great activation from VWIND, but no pickup. We get the interruption on the Molotov. We're not cashing out. Oh, was that? All right, there's the activation.
Gimme.
Is it coming? I want to see it cross up. The thing is, I know that he can hear you. Because, there's no reason for SHINAKUMA to be playing it in that way. Thankfully, we stabilized. I think SHINAKUMA realized, am I really going to lose this out to try to do the hype shit? No, you want to get in the money.
I feel you. I feel you, SHINAKUMA. You were trying to do the demon, so you did the demon for me in the way of being demonic and taking down this poison, which is a hard matchup. Did a fantastic job of alternating that aerial space. I like the jump in situations with the fireballs. And I like you pointed out how, WIND was kind of backing up a bit, making it a little bit more ambiguous with the anti-airs, but that allowed these fireballs to come through too as well. And that also, I feel like you watching the sky so much, you can't be surprised at when they get nastier on the ground. SHINAKUMA walking in with Sand Fears, Crouch Fears, and putting him in the corner immediately, expeditiously getting Grizzly, mauling up the cat up in the corner, and that SHINAKUMA moving on with Akuma in a matchup that he's not supposed to win. So, I don't know, maybe Akuma's not that bad.
Look, I've never thought that Akuma was that bad, right? I get that he's not where he was in his heyday in Street Fighter V, but he's not a bad character. I think he's not the best. On the other side of winners semis, we have SHINAKUMA, who you just watched, opposite XFINESSE, rounding out our winners semis to figure out who's going to make it up into this winners finals. And it looks like Punk repping the Colleen today. And you had said something earlier, and I don't know if this was a tweet or if Punk had said this on stream, but you said something about Punk not using, deliberately not using super.
Yeah, he said on his stream for whatever reason. It's like a challenge for content or whatever. Not using super.
Oh no, because
that doesn't need super, right? Colleen don't need super.
Yeah, well, I already see the Twitter, the YouTube thumbnail and the VOD coming out on Monday. Be like, I won the Casa ladder tournament without super. Here's how. And
play a character that don't need that. These are bar for other stuff, right?
Hey, all you need is the engagement, because they watch an ad at the top of it. If they click, they're going to watch the ad before they realize he picked Colleen.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm not going to pick anything else, but here we go. Activation off the low. You said I'm going to take that bar no matter what, though. And hits him with the super.
Not going to be enough, but GIYU gets to get a store in the back. Any of these low forwards could connect. This is looking out great for GIYU in terms of positioning, but a nice crush counter starter here for Punk. We're going to get the knockdown right into the hands. What's the mix-up going to be? Meaty jab connects, but nothing really comes of it, and no whiff punishes here. GIYU is flailing with some of these buttons, and Punk is really just letting it rock because Punk is not in the position to try to take a big risk, but the low forward connects.
Bro, he was ready and steady with that low right there, catching the walk forward. And honestly, this is a character you really can't. I mean, she don't double damage like she used to, but she can still play footsies with that medium punch, crouching medium punch, fierce if she wants to add a little crush counter in there every so often. And that crouching medium kick gets so much more off the V trigger. Nice and close with the pinwheel. There's the fierce exemplified EX. The B skill for that corner carry. Tick, hit, throw. All right.
Yeah, not just corner carry, but get that little bit of that extra V gauge, because we can see Punk only down about 35% life, but already has V-Trigger in the back. Now they have those fantastically buffed punch limbs here for Punk. Look at that, standing jab, beating and winning out favorably versus low forward from Jury, a character with some fantastic kick buttons behind her, but it's not going to matter when you load up the icy hands on Colleen and Punk takes that first game.
Dang, dominantly. Great footsie play from him. This is a character that, a lot of other people have dropped. Even Kawano has had to go put this character to the side for many matchups. But, when you have such great footsies as Punk, it makes sense to keep with this character. And the things that she lacks in terms of, damage and how she has to spend more bar for, the corner carry and things like that, they're there. They're still a problem. But Punk makes it look like it's not an issue.
I think the reality for Punk is that, at least 70% of the time, Punk doesn't play a character so much as Punk plays a style. And, first of all, 100% of the time, Punk plays a color. Punk plays the color pick. But about 70% of the time, Punk is playing a character. Punk very much treats this game like it's a system game. And is like, all right, I'm comfortable with footsies, I'm comfortable with shimmies, I understand how to do these, tight hit confirms and use my tools. And there's a reason Punk is so comfortable switching from character to character in a way that virtually no one else at this level is. And it's because...
hold up now. I gotta stop you, because... Mena RD. Come on now. We gotta give a chance. You gotta get some love to Mena RD.
Oh, Mena's great at it, but... No, you're absolutely right. But I think even including Mena, I would actually be really curious to see somebody, pull up the stats of who has won more tournaments with more characters, more legit tournaments.
Yeah, I guess I would give it to Punk. I think he's had that dominance has definitely helped a lot. Let him lead him to playing Cammy and a million other characters, obviously Colleen that we see, Karen and stuff like that.
Brought Claude to second place at CEO 2021.
That's true. Also, we saw the Cammy in that. He also played Claw in a few offline tournaments and Nash too as well. So this dude definitely runs all the characters. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Tournament wise, top level, I see that. Right now, I see GIYU take all that bar. Did not have the full confirm right there. You better finish your play. This is Punk with a lot of bar to utilize on V-Trigger.
Right, and look at all these stand roundhouses. Punk is fishing right now, just waiting for GIYU to take a bite, and GIYU is refusing, finding the crush counter sweep after the dash forward because Punk believed they had more space. They're not going to have it, and GIYU is able to close out that game. But despite the fact that GIYU did ultimately win that game, I gotta say, Punk was whiffing a lot of buttons, and GIYU was just letting that happen in front of him.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's if you think too late, it's a crush counter into he builds up B bar, he builds up EX bar, he gets a corner push and things like that. And it's layered on a way where you're so afraid to play. You're so afraid to hit the medium buttons and things like that. However, GIYU was doing a better job of being more confident in his decisions, and more of these throws are coming out too as well.
Nice, approximately 50% life lead off rip here for GIYU now in this game 3. Standing medium kicks working out great, and cycling in standing jab buffers behind it as they're changing up what threats, what zones they're generating threat in to catch Punk. Fishing once again, finding that back throw now after whiffing a lot of these back roundhouses.
Bam! That's the pressure up that fears. Had layered so many mediums on. Time to get hit with the strong. EXDP clips. I can't believe it hit. Activation. Oh, and that is the plus.
GIYU formally taking the lead in the set. I gotta say, when Punk is in the driver's seat in this matchup, it's looking good. Obviously Punk's ground game is great, right? No one's ever gonna say that Punk's ground game doesn't look great. But there's a lot of whiffing happening here that I think the more GIYU gets acclimated to it, the worse Punk is gonna look. Caught him reaching, so GIYU's teaching, but the wake up parry from Punk, and it's putting GIYU back in the corner and earning GIYU the Punk the life lead. There's the activation, trading jabs, but now you got to deal with the icicle hands. Oh my God.
I like that crush counter. Be able to stop that flip kick from coming through. The fierce connects the fist to face, put him in his place. The dash up blocks it out. Medium kick, don't get hit. We've seen Punk deal with that button previously. That stand medium kick was a great poke, but you got to be careful. Oh man, those are those whips you were talking about.
It's hard, right? Because you can even see, right? Once GIYU gets in that range they want to be in, they're going to die off of that buffer, right? Into the air throw ender off of the heavy vanity step. That is going to be able to close that one out. Who is going to take this game 3? This has been so back and forth here. And it's wild that, like, I feel like GIYU should be able to handle these buttons, but there's obviously something behind these whiffs that is giving GIYU pause.
I mean, it's just maybe it's the idea, the structure of Punk, and what he's putting out too as well. Like that dashing, GIYU got a little bit too confident and stocking up right now. Nice call up in the corner. The stand Fierce to dash up, and Punk blocking these dash ups. And now Stagger Step finds the Fierce again. Bad situation. EXDP lets it loose.
And you can afford to do that because you got the V trigger in the back. So there's the activation. You're going to start to earn all of this bar back. That EX reversal has already basically paid for itself. We're a little bit too far away for the stand short connect, but GIYU gets a little bit too hungry, and we get the crush counter roundhouse starter. Punk going to be one touch away. Jabs to get out of range. That stun is frozen, my guy, but we get away with the jump out here. Does GIYU? We check the icicle steps. What is Punk going to do on wake up? Jabs into shimmy. Nothing really comes of it.
Gets it nice and meaty, no vegan. Time for some season into the super immediately, taking advantage of that corner position. And now GIYU's the one glistening. Listen, check this dude. Look at what he's doing up in the corner. Look at these defensive decisions. If they're not always working out the dash up, try to get these back throws and things like that, they've been challenged and checked, but GIYU's been able to switch the side continuously, and I like this from GIYU. Like, we see more of that confidence come through, and this V trigger. You see all these sequences, hitting that V trigger, plus frames, catch a puck unawares. He might be sending Punk down to losers.
Yeah, very well might. I'm feeling pretty good about my channel points this time. One thing I'm wondering is, like, you can see that some of the pokes that Punk is using that GIYU is not really contending with that are whiffing a lot. It's a lot of, like, the crouching Fierce, the standing Fierce, and the back roundhouse. And I wonder if there's something about the angle that those tools come out at that GIYU doesn't feel comfortable trying to counter poke. Like, maybe there's a hitbox hurtbox interaction that doesn't feel great for this matchup. Like, Jury's low forward is good, but the ranges Punk is using those tools at, I could imagine it getting stuffed by a heavy strength button.
Possible. Nice fade away and play. The walk back, the finesse and bless to put this man to rest. This is GIYU on set point and goes in this next round going down with a full stick of butter. You know, Punk, again, you play all these characters, it's difficult to keep, maintenance on them. And then you fight someone that, like GIYU, has a different sort of style than other jury players. Different sort of V-trigger. Let's see what he does up in this corner. Parabellum.
All right, jab checks from GIYU. We moving forward using our plus frames. How far are we going to be able to press this? Has a very slight life lead right now, and Punk is just trying to earn a little bit of space. But again, it's all of that fishing. It works if they bite, though.
Brother, he is coming up good right now. Light. And then you see that light or light into like Fierce every so often. But GIYU pressing the advantage right here in between that sequence, daring to do so when he could have got crushed with a stand Fierce. Activation of the crouch medium kick. Now it's extended range. And this is a better range you would like to play at. Yeah, outside medium kick. This you have the extended range on the medium punch and Fierce of the V trigger.
Oh, that's huge. And I do want to highlight, GIYU found an opportunity there to find a V-Skill 1 store, cashing out that CA. We've got the V-Skill in the back. I'm so intrigued at how GIYU thinks that they're going to use this in this matchup. Any touch will do it and close this set out right now. The V-Trigger's about to run out. It's not going to matter. Standing short from Punk. Colleen standing short, reaching so far, hitting him with the twinkle toes.
I'm into those. Punk staying alive, hit him with the EX Parabellum off the grip, trying to get that corner pressure. Sweet Parabellum again. And again, she's not dealing as much damage as she used to, but that corner pressure's still there. The footsies are still there. GIYU is here with a tick hit. Again, the back throw. Caught up in the corner, bro. What do you do now?
Love that back throw, making sure that they turn this situation around. All that work that you just did to push me back at the corner, I'm going to appreciate all of that. But I feel like that must have been some autopilot stuff, thinking they had the V-trigger in the back there. Absolutely not going to. Punk now earning that life lead. There is the V-trigger activation. I hope you didn't want an EX bar. You're not going to get it. Shimmy, no bite, finds the throw. After, though, about 50% V-trigger left. We get that V-skill store back. CA is stored, but now Punk is going to have big damage to cash out here with the V-trigger.
He's got to be worried. Two sequences, one with a combo and another with a combo with the CA behind it. He will die. Counter hit, didn't commit to it. He's a light into medium. That could have been it. Punk, no more feature with the bar to spare. GIYU poking away, looking for that CA play to end this man's future. Needs a combo still into a CA right after.
Oh my God.
Punk, hold him in the bushes. He said, I see something in the bushes. Clever girl.
Yo, I was about to say, I'm like, there's 30 seconds left on the clock. Here's what I wish that Punk would do. I was like, Punk's got the life lead. I like that they're walking back and surrendering the space, but I wish they were slow rolling it a little more. But turns out there was a reason. Punk was like, you think you're going to walk forward and claim the space? Not EX Parabellum. What's crazy about that, too, is even on block, like, yeah, you would have ate a guaranteed punish, but you would have been alive after it. You might have still had the life lead after with how little life you had left. And with that, we are at 2-2. Game 5 here to see who moves on.
I'm going to sit here and say that it was on purpose. Who knows it was a mistake, but hey, it worked out in the clutch, and it worked out in the way that you prophesized here. Careful now with these buttons that stand, back-heavy kicks could have been caught, but however, Punk is the one better off the situation. And he with the Parabellum, trying to get that back throw off the dash up. But GIYU with the tech. That's data for Punk, though.
Yeah, look, Cola. There's fighting games are a lot like jazz. There's no wrong moves as long as they work. So fair, you know what? It doesn't matter whether that was on purpose or by accident. It worked. You know what we call that in musical nomenclature? We call that an accidental.
An accidental. I like that. An accidental. Uh-oh. About to call the dental office right now. Almost in the CA. Didn't even need it for that play. And GIYU moves to set point once again. Punk got to do something different. It's this bar absorption that has been taken away. These EX plays that put you in the corner, EX Parabellum, things like that for the added damage. It's kind of been hurting Punk a little bit.
All right, Punk is going to get this knockdown now off the light hands, has corner control, but I think the shimmy game, what's going on is like Punk is going to that tried and true shimmy game that like you so associate with Punk, and GIYU is starting to get more and more comfortable utilizing the great low forward of Jury to be like, no, you are not safe to just walk forward and out of range in this space. But it's not going to matter, as I say all of that. Punk even going for the throw reset so that they could save the meter, I guess. I have to believe that they could have spent something to get that kill there. But sure, take the back throw and bring us to final game, final round.
I can't, bro. I'm going to go on the Punk stream right after and be like, did you mean to do that? I can hear him. Oh, I missed it. Let's see if we can stay fine here. GIYU with a better start. As soon as I say that, face to face, hits it with the EX, gets him with the corner carry, sweep Parabellum. And we've seen Punk use the sweep also catch these walkbacks too as well. Here, go down the ground you go. Okay, Kawano.
All right. Yeah, my channel points are gone. If Punk is feeling confident enough that that shit is happening, that's that. Goodbye, GIYU going down to the loser's bracket. I would imagine. Okay, that was some wild fast forward. Thanks. I'm sorry, we retconned that. Ashton Kutcher and the butterfly effect up in this.
Bro, it's one touch right here. Can Punk not whip a damn button, not get hit? Dash up back, though, has him up in the corner. Oh, we have the call corner. Is this over? Trying to find a Pierce. That low, the crush, the follow-up. EX connects the Parabellum. One more sequence either side. One more touch. Wake up, TP. The tech, the throw does not connect. Oh my God, GIYU. If he can get close enough, he can get that hit in the chip, possibly.
I don't know if chip will be enough to do it here.
I mean, you have to get a hit, a solid hit to do it. Light kick.
Fireball.
Dash up.
Oh my God.
The pinwheel will get the kill with the super. Yo, GIYU, that was dash up in this. What kind? What are you on? Are you good at home? Is everything okay at home? Are you all right, GIYU? Don't even show the replay. That's nasty. Get that out of here.
No, let me see the replay. I haven't wrapped my head around that shit. My God, name a better duo than Punk and getting smoked on up back at the life lead, and it's like, there's nothing they can do about it. Isn't that how IDOM won Capcom Cup? That was even double dash, too. GIYU brought out the Mario Kart in order to close that one out.
Brother, you really did the no, I can't even call it like a space boy because there was no EX behind it. She's
my mic is activating with just her purring. I can see it.
Your cat is perpetually in vibrate.
She really is. She really is.
Shout out Saddam with the resub. I got you, baby. I got you.
All right, here we are. XFINESSE versus SHINAKUMA level 2. Bear with us for a second. Yes, the names have just swapped as soon as the rest of us noticed that.
Let's see what happens here. Again, not a fun matchup for the side of Akuma, right? Like there are a lot of anti-fireball things that can happen. You know, a lot of the damage differential in the health bar just melts through as well. A lot of better changes.
Ooh.
For the future.
And one of the problems too is like I feel like Akuma is still very much like the earlier Street Fighter V design sensibility where like a lot of the limbs ended up really stubby.
Yeah.
And like that ends up being something that really makes stuff hard for him against Ed, who is, you know, so many Ed players are like, yeah, I'm gonna, you know, just really abuse flicker right at the tip. And as a character with stubbier limbs, it's that much harder to try to contend with it.
100%. You don't really have that robbery factor that this character, I guess, let me be nice, you don't have the good B-trigger factor that Ed has. You can route things back because you have involved DP. However, that B-trigger definitely route things back in the hands of Ed, and it's 2-bar 2 as well. B skill right through the fireball, make a fall with the throw. Oh no. Meaty. Trying to get out. Duh. Oh man. See, that's always the thing. It's like you think you can leave the corner, but the anti-air with the medium punch on the way down.
XFINESSE just letting that V-trigger rip, just gonna walk that down. SHINAKUMA surrendering a lot of space. Oh, you thought, but we get a juggle off of that, my guy. First game goes to XFINESSE. I respect that, like, you could see the cogs spinning in SHINAKUMA's head of like, all right, I'm gonna back up, I don't want to contend with this. And then after a little bit, it was like, all right, eventually I'm gonna be in the corner. And that also sucks. So I need to do something about that. Only to, like, the second they put that together, just get completely smoked.
In my viewpoint, it's the panic, it's the cursing, it's the I hate this brainless character. That's what I saw in the mind of SHINAKUMA, and I would have been fine with him saying that. See, my time is up. I can talk mess about Ed right now. I like these preemptive V skills every so often, looking for like a button or possibly a fireball, because XFINESSE has shown that. However, he has some caught up in the corner and it's super ambiguous in what he wants to do.
Oh my god, getting the counter hit confirmed. Crouch strong right into that low forward, getting this knockdown. Oh, you thought, but you thought wrong. SHINAKUMA had managed to pick the option that would have beat that psycho upper. Standing medium kick works as a pseudo anti-air there. Okay, we're going to buttons here. Not wanting to represent the throw. I guess XFINESSE smells blood in the water and figures that SHINAKUMA's gonna hit buttons or something, but they were obviously wrong.
Nice catch right there against the, you know, in that target combo sequence, stopping it. Stuffing it, only one touch, one hit away to end this man's play. Activation with the fireball, dash up, back throw. Yeah, back it off. Could be an EX cycle upper in your future, my friend. B-shift caught.
My god.
Oh, goes with a dive kick. You gotta commit, bro. Put a ring on it. EX demon flip again. What are these demon flips, bro? You have 2 punts and 3 to let it loose for an anti-air. But again, mental stack.
I am so impressed at SHINAKUMA's willingness to just be like, I'll flip the coin. I don't care. I'll live and die by it. You're either gonna, one of us is gonna be right. Trying to earn some space, move forward towards standing fierce. Nothing really comes of it. Okay, smoked low off of the mid parry. Nothing really comes of it. We're on the back foot. Stun is still high, but we find that back throw to SHINAKUMA. We got the towards fierce right into the V trigger to keep it safe, and now the throw game is starting. When, if at all, is XFINESSE gonna bust out, or is XFINESSE just gonna wait their turn? V skill through the fireball. I'm sorry, now you're in the corner.
How long? Try to walk up for that back throw. Wasn't able to get it. 3-piece activation. Oh, you actually are still alive. One more interaction. We have XDP. What's the play off the low? You see that slight walk back, crouching light into light punch. Fantastic here from XFINESSE, changing up that rhythm up in the corner. Do something different. About to be up on game point, but SHINAKUMA's presenting some great options. It's the character. It's so hard in this match. Uh-oh.
I also feel as though SHINAKUMA is trying to do a lot of like tricky demon flip stuff, and the longer that goes, the more XFINESSE is going to be like, all right, cool. I just need to, like, you know, do whatever option covers the most outcomes. So we're seeing a little bit of like, all right, walk forward and the demon flip comes out so that like the throw whiffs and the cross up would come out, and then, you know, either block and punish, or just punish the whiff throw. We're seeing like a little bit of that, just like XFINESSE taking that extra second to reposition and go, all right, word, I'm ready.
All right, activation though. Let me see something. Wait and bait. Easy bait up and right here. Hard knockdown. He still has bar to go for it again. XFINESSE with the tech. The throw does not connect. Air fireball.
Oh my god,
EX
you
upper
thought.
hit. And that allows for the V trigger. But this side switch here from this character is great.
There is 1 bar there for SHINAKUMA. Spends it on the regular on the EX fireball. We block it out. Tech the throw there. Does XFINESSE? I think a flicker is going to be able to do it because we had the 1 bar in the back. Flicker into the EX extension. XFINESSE up 2-0. Y'all can't see it, but I can see Cola adjusting himself in his seat to be like, God damn, that is messed up.
I have other words. I just can't say them on the stream. But what I will say is XFINESSE, at least, you know, routing back against SHINAKUMA, as you pointed out, against the demon flips continuously, right? Like, that's been a big pain point. And it's gotten worse for Akuma for that reason, because you can react to demon flip stuff. You have V-shift, which we haven't really seen. But just in general, that aspect of that character's mix-up has been toned down. patch after patch like that. So Shinakuma, I like the ideas. It's just maybe more alteration of what you do on the ground to maybe make things a little bit more ambiguous when you go to the air right there. We've seen that from when he was fighting Wind.
Yeah.
But to stay in right now, you have to have more of that grounded approach and then throw out the demon flips. Because now, as you pointed out, XFINESSE is like, I was blocked to not drop, bro.
Yeah, and I think what's happening here is it sort of circles back to what we talked about a little bit earlier about, the stability of Akuma versus other Shotos. And I think this is a matchup where, like, Shinakuma is skewing away from stability in order to try to earn more opportunities to get some damage. And what's happening is XFINESSE is recognizing that and is like, word, well, I will play for stability and trust that I just get to win in a stabilized game. Like, I'm not worried about the mix-up. I'm not worried about the damage output. And when you make a mistake, I'm going to capitalize on it, and I am going to tend the game back towards neutral in my favor.
Well, hopefully y'all stabilize that match. We're at $11.65. We can get up hotter and higher. Go and claim the codes right now. There's still quite a few to go. There's 21 out of 50 remaining. And then you can do the sponsor quest on the right-hand side while you listen to our beautiful voices and watch our beautiful faces talk about Street Fighter V as we send off this game in a couple of weeks. But before that, we have some great play. Hit up the Matcherino. Give him some love. Shuckle, I see you. As soon as the Akuma came up on the screen, hit that coupon code. That's crazy. Clothing, everybody else coming through. If you got subscribed too, you can also put it in the pot. All right, let's get back into it. Game point here, XFINESSE. Shinakuma got to do something different.
All right, gonna have to see what it is. Hey, in case y'all don't know, which I don't know how anyone watching this would know already, but hey, June 2nd, Street Fighter 6. Maybe somebody's hearing the news for the first time.
Wow, you could.
Right?
But hey, if you are, you tune in. Casa might have something for you.
There we
Casa
are.
might have something for you.
Y'all about to be real excited. Like, wow, only a month? Okay, we went for a shimmy reset to XFINESSE, and layer 1 might not have worked, but going for that EX Fireball after, as the layer 2 did work out just fine, and XFINESSE is on set point to move on to the winners finals.
Ooh, this is looking dominant. A lot more of that flicker play. B skills right through the fireball. Unfortunate. Glimpse of that V-bar too. Demon flip.
Whoa!
Dish with it. I like it. Because we've been seeing throwing things exemplified. Now you see the throw back on the table, bro. Neutral jump.
What a neutral jump!
Yo, Shinakuma. You looking different right now. Call him stranger.
Sometimes you just have those rounds where you just live in your opponent's head. Shinakuma definitely right now bought up the empty plot of land and is looking like a super white-collar urban developer right now. But XFINESSE is still on set point, so, stuff could look a little different. You get one round, but damn, okay. Steady medium kickstarter, right back into the corner. Tick throw situation working out for Shinakuma. We're trying to represent the neutral jump, but once again, I love that Shinakuma is like, you go for the neutral jump, nothing really comes of it. All right, word. I got this bar to throw out the EX Fireball and try to get something for myself.
Throw out the fireballs. Oh, he's at the B-Trigger too.
Oh my god, I didn't even put that together.
We didn't even see B-Trigger 2 previously. Now let's see if this happens. You get it early in this match, so you're not dying before you even get B-Trigger. Or, you're dying at that point. Oh god, the grip, the fork fear.
Wow.
DP. One more solid crush follow-up. That's all he needs. Yeah.
XFINESSE does have the Jawbreaker available to him.
Delay rise, is that the right way? It is. The teleport and play. Oh, so smart. Gotta finish the job, though. I want to see more matches.
Oh no! XFINESSE makes the wrong call, and Shinakuma is able to follow up with the EX Tatsu, earning a game for themselves, staving off the 3-0 for winners finals. XFINESSE still up 2-1, but damn, the V-Trigger 2 change working out there for Shinakuma. Maybe not the V-Trigger 2 in so much as like just taking that extra moment to reset, maybe feeling a little bit different as a result of 2-bar versus 3-bar V-Trigger and feeling like you're a little bit more comfortable spending V-Reversal or V-Shift.
Right. Yeah, I think there's merit to some matchups where you might get dusted a little bit too quick. So you go for that V-Trigger 2 option so that you can have access to some sort of comeback or even stability, right? So yeah, we're seeing that at least at the end of these rounds going down. Anti right there gets a demon flip. Shinakuma walking back. I think some of that stability is also coming in that play. He's backing up a little bit. Less demon flips, but XFINESSE taking advantage. EXDP, hold up now.
All right, we cash out a little bit of that V-Trigger for the follow-up off the Tatsu. Clipped by the low forward, but XFINESSE is too far away for the pickup. SHINAKUMA smoked by the flicker, but XFINESSE is waiting out a little bit. Dive kick doesn't connect, and SHINAKUMA is out of the V-trigger and still at a life deficit. Has to contend with the jawbreaker from the Ed Boy, smoked by the low forward here, and that pickup is going to do it. We are back on set point here for XFINESSE.
It's wild because like that slight pensiveness that SHINAKUMA's starting to have. XFINESSE is like, fine, I'll walk in all the damn time. Medium kick, no conversion. And these aerial approaches are not biting like they used to. They're not hitting like they used to. Dive kicks or whipping and things like that. XFINESSE, bro, come on. Make me look like a fool.
Yeah, XFINESSE had been, doing a little bit more of like what we saw in the SHINAKUMA's previous matchup of like walk forward in those more ambiguous spacings, but I think they're not doing it enough, and they're going for the anti-airs in spots that are wrong, but that stun is going to do it. It's not, rightly speaking, going to matter, as XFINESSE is going to be able to close that one out. SHINAKUMA found that tricky additional layer, bringing out that super ambiguous demon flip stuff in the spots where the dive kick was hitting super deep. I'm gonna be real with you. I was also getting hit. I like that XFINESSE was trying some stuff.
Yo, fight for your people. Fight for your people.
They're not living their life. They're not living their life.
People. Fight for your people.
Let's see. Winners finals, XFINESSE GIYU. Let's see who's gonna be fighting in that winner's side of grand finals out here at Casa. Let's go.
XFINESSE representing that sitting medium kick already, but hey, you can already see like that poke is not going to work out as great for them in this matchup as they might want, because it's a spot where GIYU can just go for that fireball sword. The trade of that situation goes favorably for them twofold, right? One, they win out in the poke, and two, they get the resource.
Up in that corner now. Yeah, denies the activation, lets the fierce fly. Got the crush too as well. Stuns rise. Would be surprised to see it be a reversal to get it down, but that means that we're featuring this round. You got to play this perfectly.
Right, that first round on the board here. Chat is ruining me right now. I don't even know half these dances. I am way too the color of my walls to understand half of what's going on right now.
He said dry walks. Oh, let me stop. I gotta be good. I gotta be good. All right, XFINESSE.
Yo, I invited you in.
That's true. We'd be a little G Sports right here. We see this movie before, right, Brad? Like XFINESSE has him in the corner, but hold up now. Activation side switch.
Yeah, that's another thing that GIYU does really well. I love that GIYU will like find opportunities to use that B skill for the side switch. The way that they choose to, use the V system to manipulate screen position or EX meter advantage or disadvantage ends up super effective here. Flicker right into the EX follow up there for XFINESSE. Crouch strong, nothing really behind it, but this is such a tough spot. We do find the big punish here for GIYU. Had to spend the 1 bar.
It's a throw to as well. That light kick buffer and activation. How will you deal with this? We've seen the B skill come into play, but not today. Just get hit, not blocking. That's crazy. You drop it. XFINESSE first W.
Yeah, we have updates from the loser side as well. While we load in for the next match, Punk did take it 3-0 over Wind. We are waiting on the results of SHINAKUMA versus LANGSKI, but that will establish our loser semis, our 4th place match of Punk versus the winner of SHINAKUMA versus LANGSKI. So yeah, the bracket is still going in the background despite all this action you see on your screen right now. Trying to take their turn there as XFINESSE, but instead of going for the flicker, doing a little bit of like a stagger charge on the towards strong. And I like that XFINESSE is a little bit different than some other eds where, I feel like a lot of eds just try to find that sweet spot for flicker and then abuse it. I think XFINESSE is a little bit more willing to let the implicit threat of it earn them other opportunities.
He's making it live in their head for a little bit because he knows what he can get. And when he gets to the corner, then you see flicker come out a little bit more because you obviously want that conversion into EX. Unfortunately, activation again, jump medium, does not get the follow-up. Delayed rise, GIYU still caught up in the corner, and another throw. Make him dying on that dirt. XFINESSE looking dominant in these corner positions.
Yo, that comedy of errors had 3 acts, 2 drops, and then a finale. That round still managing to go to XFINESSE, beginning, middle, and end. But XFINESSE now on the back foot as GIYU spending a little bit of bar, trying to earn their space to bring XFINESSE back to this corner and really representing that standing medium kick. But now you see XFINESSE is representing Roundhouse a little bit more.
The V-skill follow-up, I like that. The throw up in the corner. That good, weight, he leaves the corner like he used to have. Doesn't seem like it's there. XFINESSE with the good calls. Here's the activation. I'm going to go for the side switch with the V-skill. Yes, sir. Let's have that corner. Fireball. No follow-up after that. GIYU maybe trying to bail out a reversal. Here's the activation that he has been so unfortunately had to deal with and has got pieced up, but finds his way out. It is super. Just spin the win.
Oh my god, did not spin to win. I hope that this is not greed coming out from GIYU. One more touch will do it. Okay, sometimes greed works out. GIYU making a play like a venture capitalist. Shout out to Mitt Romney. Moving that on to 1 round apiece, keeping all of the resources available to him. Leaving that last round stripped like Toys R Us.
Listen, the stand medium kick might be the reason why, you know, he's able to stay in the game. Right, that bless button now finds a heavy right there. Stay steady, stocks up with the V skill just a little bit. Gets the EX corner push. Take throw again. Down the ground you go. Keeps it nice and medium with the medium punch. The tide turner.
Oh no! That V reversal was an awful mistake, eating a bunch of damage for that problem. Now you're on the back foot, stuck into the strike throw game. Stun is comparatively high. We get the plus frames off of the EX. We get the big pickup. That's going to be the round and the game here for XFINESSE. Off to a 2-0 lead now in winners finals. We got a replay for you.
Man, GIYU, I'm sorry, bro. Switch the V trigger. The bar is not even a problematic thing here for Flicker. We haven't really seen the bar come into play that much besides some EX activations or some extensions and things like that. I want to see that return over receipt come through with the V trigger 1 to get things done, because it has those custom combos. If you're really trying to route things back in your favor and equalize things, or maybe even get the lead, V trigger 1 can definitely do so. But GIYU sticking to his guns. That's how he's always been.
You can see that GIYU is trying to transition over to using different tools, trying to represent that like low fireball in some of these spots. But I think, you know, it feels like if Jury had her fireball stocks available to her more readily in this matchup, it would be to her benefit. But it just feels like one of her best tools at trying to pressure Ed into being a little bit more passive at the range where she wants to do it is only available to her very infrequently. XFINESSE, oh, the early air-to-air, recognizing that GIYU wanted to get out, has to bust out with the EX reversal that is GIYU, but there is so little life left, anything will do it. Oh my god, empty V-skill into back throw? God damn, GIYU!
Okay, worked out, good play, walk up throw, and the perfect distance too to get that win right there in that W. You see how he walked it right in her perfect range, where we've already talked about how she has some of the best throw range in the business, does not overextend too far, and GIYU trying to stay alive as much as possible. But again, not being able to have these conversions that lead to somewhat more damage than usual is, I feel like, hurting GIYU. Let's see if he can find the route to victory. EX puts him in the corner. Bro, he did the fierce to try to find a crush. Oh my god, all different out here.
Using that Psycho Knuckle to get out of the corner there is XFINESSE. And now we're back into that Flicker game plan a little bit there. Using that standing medium kick, and I wonder whether that, you know, sort of implied threat of Flicker is maybe something that XFINESSE needs to make a little bit more explicit. The bust out once again from GIYU, wants to move in behind that fireball. No, actually just uses the opportunity to store their V-skill back, but the Jury's V-reversal is not looking to be the right answer to the V-trigger from XFINESSE, because on block, you are just left there to deal with it. You got to hold that.
Brother, this is looking like no longer an exhibition, looking like an execution. XFINESSE sits on set point, dog. This is like, it's just, you know, that medium kick, you see it like stuff like these normals after things every so often, not as much bar use, and that B trigger, because you're so stagnant after that B reversal, you're just stuck on the ground. Don't know what you can really do right now. Try to walk up with that medium and that crush kick to catch the walk back, but XFINESSE, uh-oh, flip out, EX, here we go. You with the lead.
Forward, nothing really comes of it. XFINESSE walks back, chooses the opportunity to just activate the V-trigger, and GIYU gets a little bit away with that jump in there. The V-trigger nullified GIYU with a really hearty life lead here, but XFINESSE has plenty of resources to try to make something happen. GIYU, no! Gets away with that jump, nothing really comes of it, but is that going to kill on Chip? I think that no, we had the V-reversal to the back! GIYU, no! Overcommits with the resources. There is no bar available to him, but they're going to be able to sap some bar from XFINESSE, and the meaty works out, standing strong in the situation is going to be enough to do it, and XFINESSE still up, but only 2-1 now as GIYU manages to stave off the 3-0.
Really like that fireball to kind of stop that grounded approach. Obviously, it's not going to be like the perfect play. There you see that fake stuff in play too as well. Can't believe it's not a V-skill bait, but that did get him outside that corner. So, you know, there's some good things that GIYU is doing. I like the fireball out and about during the V-trigger. Also, I feel like his pressure's a little bit better. Round start sweep, I've been seeing from a lot of heads. I wonder if that's just like a new thing from you ed players. Just sending that sucker out round start frame 1.
Yo, big ups to Shadow.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout out to Shadow Royalty. 30.
Yeah,
Thank you for the raid of 30, homie.
All love, all love.
Y'all coming in just
Right
in
time for
time
the
to
winners
catch.
finals.
Yeah, the winners finals currently sitting 2-1 here for XFINESSE. I love how everybody toned in on it at the same time and then just clobbered all over each other. We got GIYU fighting with the advantageous screen position. Okay, back throw through the Psycho upper, but XFINESSE sends out the Jawbreaker. You cannot just jump over that. GIYU is having probably more trouble dealing with the VT1 than I think anyone else XFINESSE has played so far tonight.
I mean, it's difficult because, like, XFINESSE works his game plan around that so often, so consistently, and he's looking for all these options. If it's not a mix, he's getting something off it, right? You can't go leave without something, right? Nice EX whip against a fireball. B skill trying to stock it as much as possible. Leave that off the table, but XFINESSE is keeping it nice and close to CQC to deny any of these B skill stock ups, so he doesn't have to deal with the anti-fireball play. EX in the corner, stuns rising.
All right, activation off that standing medium kick. We're going to steal the bar. We're going to get our knockdown. We're going to push. Oh, spending the extra bar, which we can afford to do, right? Because XFINESSE's resources are our resources now. We are socializing the EX bar. Oh, no, overcommits to the pinwheel, and now we're going to eat. No, okay, XFINESSE doesn't want to go for the damage because we want the mix-up and we want the corner carry. Nice up back out of GIYU.
Run! Oh, no, caught in the corner. That corner carry. Get real nasty. Standing heavy kick, one solid crush counter conversion. Now one solid hit will be it. No whip punish right there. Counting it out. GIYU got to do something right here. Anything into like a super possibly to equalize things, or just use some EX bar to get out of there. The dash up. No check, no challenge on the dash. One hit. XFINESSE is fishing for it. What's it going to be, Brad?
Yeah, you can see that XFINESSE is transitioning back over to the, like, all right, it's tried and true flicker, and that is gonna indeed do it. It is both tried and true, as the flicker is able to close that one out, and XFINESSE takes the dub in the winners finals, 3-1, sending GIYU down to losers. I am refreshing the bracket in the back because I gave y'all the update that Punk in losers semis was waiting on the winner of SHINAKUMA and LANGSKI. I do not yet see those results, but I am sure that they are coming soon for us to give you all the losers finals of Punk versus one of these two players. If it's LANGSKI, we could have 2 Eds up here in the top 4.
I'm sure the Ed players, Ed haters are you know, so excited to hear that. But they do play so differently. You know, what about you?
I think, you know what? It's a boring choice, but I am in XFINESSE's corner right now. I think XFINESSE being on the winner side of Grands is one thing. Looking as dominant as they have tonight is a second thing. And then the dominance that they have had recently in general in our tournaments is really hard to discount, just like I can't discount both. Cowman 715's 36-person raid. Welcome, y'all. You are here in just in time for our loser semifinals of LANGSKI versus Punk. And Punk is representing the Dictator here into LANGSKI's head.
Hey, I like this. Not a character that you really need B-Trigger with. You spend that EX bar, especially when you have B-Trigger. EX ball, you know, for mix-ups and things like that, and it's stun and almost done.
I also didn't think about it, but the fact that, you know, Dictator's Standing Fierce is like that sky hook, right? Like the Standing Fierce, the hook out, pulling back with like that little vacuum effect, and you already saw Punk using it to great effect to whiff punish the standing medium kick and the crouching strong out of LANGSKI. And Punk, one of the best whiff punishers in the business, maybe the best whiff punisher in NA. So, you know, giving them these tools with a character that it's like, yeah, I don't need the walk speed, you're gonna walk to me, but I have great hit confirms and buttons that want for whiff punishment. Punk is unfortunately on the back foot right now though, but the view reversal after the cross up gets them their stun back and this corner control. LANGSKI, what a critical mistake, and jumping into the air target combo.
Yeah, the air there right there was good. Just a meter kick, activation, dash up for the medium. We'll go for the reset. Let's go for the knockdown. Keep that pressure going forward, but Punk blocks it out. Can make the return on one seat, but not today. No bar in play right there. Punk moves on the next round, going down with a full stick of butter. So that's EX Fireball. That's EX Dive Kick. And EX Fireball is good for Bison. You enforce options from the other person. He likes to use EX Scissor Kick too as well, but EX Fireball is going to be like that, like you have to do something. Sort of like Sims EX Fireball.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, nice pickup on the low forward there from LANGSKI, but Punk is able to reset us back and still keeps ending up with this life lead. And the skyhook, the hooks, Mr. Krabs, the Standing Fierce, the Psycho Axe. You can see Punk fishing.
Don't super, or you lose the challenge. Don't super, Punk. Don't do it. Yeah, you don't need the super.
Doesn't need
Spins
to.
a 2 bar. Yeah, it's 2 bars.
Dictator can pump bar with the best of them.
I mean, you typically don't see super from Bison unless it's like to get that corner push for Oki. You might see from Problem X where he sets up like a bomb setup, but it's not always necessary for like the win condition for this character. He dumps out damage. He's got great normals. He's got great neutral, and stand fierce, down 4 fierce, clip a lot of what Ed wants to do. This is a good matchup for Bison.
Like Punk is just on the money with these whiff punishes here and these buffers off the standing fierce. Just so ready with the Psycho Blast in the back. Had the back charge that time. Backdash makes the standing throw whiff. Punk does not take his turn. EX Devil's reverse. Are we gonna land on the gumball though? We did.
Oh,
we
no.
still had to eat that damage. That feels so bad.
It could have been worse though.
Overcommitment on the standing fierce that time too.
Yeah, but does find the medium, no conversion. The feature of the extension does not get the follow up. If you would have
Couldn't you have EX legs to there?
I think you could have, and also went for maybe for Psycho Crusher. No, fuck with the bait. Stand medium kick and then get hit with a stand fierce. Fantastic. This guy's demonic. Down 4 fierce. Like the follow up, but LANGSKI's so afraid of these buttons. Fierce and down 4 fierce to sweep off the feet. You can replenish stand fierce. You can deal with that button. There is some recovery. Jump ins also would help too as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that LANGSKI is fearful of the buttons, right? First and foremost, Dictator just has good buttons, right? He's limited by his walk speed, but he's got good buttons and good buffers, and then piloted by a player of Punk's caliber, able to pilot it. Like I said it earlier, right? Punk is a player who plays styles, not characters. Damn, we landed on the Jawbreaker. Next touch should be stun here for LANGSKI. No, the view reversal is going to keep the stun from being a factor, but it's a one-touch situation, and the flicker is indeed going to be enough to do it, staving off that round, keeping Punk from the free 2-0.
Yeah, looks like it's not going to happen like that, but yo, LANGSKI, I'm sorry. I was saying, yo, XFINESSE got the best V-trigger. That situation was sick with it. You out here, but Punk quick with it. Fierce gets a conversion, gets a knockdown, waits and baits. Down 4 fierce, crush him. So the standing heavy kick, this extra extension for that throw bait. There we go. Off the crouching mini kick. EX again. One more, he'll be the win. Jump heavy kick and a throw. Punk is so dominant with these characters. Neutral base ones, especially help get it done, as you have pointed out. In Bison, woo, he's real good with it.
2 games up to 0. LANGSKI looking real stressed right now, and it's so much of it has been, I feel like Punk is making most of this just off of standing fierce and a little bit of Psycho Axe and or roundhouse. It's almost like Punk only has 2 or 3 buttons on their controller right now. We're seeing like low forward represented too, but it's just the whiff punishment around the standing fierce is something that LANGSKI's not really had a great answer for.
Dang, what a crush counter. Not even going for the back though. LANGSKI gets hit, but no charge on that standing light kick. Media kick activation. So we got to make that return over. Seat light kick side switch. The mix. Okay. From the back door. Houdini, you can't see me. Oh, you nasty with that LANGSKI.
Wake up with the light jab. Not even using the 3-frame. I trust my 4-frame wake up. View reversal comes out. Low forward is a little bit too out of range. Punk has a very slight life lead. Oh, that's all that we're going to need. We're not going to... We actually do need one more touch. EX reversal coming out of LANGSKI. Clipped with the low as Punk tries to do something to the back. The EX follow-up off the flicker is not going to be enough. We've got a little bit more damage here. We are spending all our bar here as Punk. V-shift into V-break from LANGSKI.
Getting out of there. Scissor kick. Careful now. Don't keep it too minus. It might get hit. Won't touch either side. Your Punk, back off a little bit. Come to him to get the win.
Oh,
this is the thing.
My God.
There's no reason to overextend. Went for the scissor kick to try to catch him coming in, but you don't have to overextend. You have the down 4 fierce. You have Sam Fierce. You outrange Ed. Standing heavy kick, round start. Crush counter ready and steady. Put him in the corner.
I feel like every hit that LANGSKI is getting is just not leading to the amount of damage that I would anticipate either. Like, I feel like I had this expectation that there should be more damage coming out from LANGSKI, and it feels like LANGSKI's needing 1 or 2 more hits than I anticipate. Slide activation comes out from Punk here. Maybe it's just the Dictator has enough health and enough damage output that Punk is just making it look like...
He's 1,000 health. Let's relax. He needs help. Bison needs help.
Shout out to Street Fighter 6, where all characters have the same health.
Weird change. Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go on. What's your bad self?
No, you're good. Fishing with the Psycho Axe is not going to cut it. LANGSKI getting a little bit more comfortable. Ed coming into his own. Putting the Neo in Shadaloo. Oh, you thought.
Neo no closer? Don't know about that one. Blast. Side switch, light, nothing after it. No light to Inferno. I'd like to see that Inferno.
Yeah,
knockdown.
I think Punk is specifically fishing for counter hits there. Like that first jab connected, and it was like, all right, word. You know, maybe you can commit to something off the jab, but instead I have this expectation that Punk is like throwing out the jab, and then, you know, sort of in either case, it's like I'm already committing to the fact that I'm doing a frame trap after that I want something more out of.
Mm-hmm. And now you see that point out these lights is so important, imperative, because we see more of the standing heavy kick here from LANGSKI. Out ranges where obviously it's going to crush, but where, you know, we saw previously whip punishes, but Punk's whipping or doing light punch or medium punch preemptively, that's going to get clipped, and now he's getting hit round start with the corner carry off that flicker, the 1-2-3 neutral jump side switch here. Good for Punk, but he's lost so much health already.
Yeah, this is a tough spot to be in, but if anyone can try to make that happen, you know, Punk is on the short list. Having, I was about to say having LANGSKI already locked down. Thankfully, we do find the back throw after that, and now we can try to be in this spot using a little bit more Psycho Axe. There's the standing fierce using that sky hook right into the throw. Next touch could be stunned, plus frames after, right into the activation. I hope you're not too command grab happy. It smoked you earlier. We thought we had the sky hook, but the flicker is so active.
Covers the time to stay fine. Yo, he'll go for the low fall because LANGSKI probably thought there was going to be a Psycho Crusher in the
my God.
with it.
You know what's wild about that is the hit before that, Punk could have extended into Psycho Crusher, but chose not to. And it gave him the extra Psycho Crusher for the mix-up to kill on the meaty cross-up.
Happy accidents. Love to see it. LANGSKI maybe not loving to see it right now because set point here, Punk. Doing the corner with the EX lunge. Walks up for a little bit of pressure. Not real oaky, but I like that walk in sort of situation. Scared of the standing heavy kick possibly. Is Punk. Sweep activation.
All right, flicker working out pretty well here for LANGSKI, having Punk on the back foot in this spot once again. But we've seen this before, and Punk is doing a decent job of fighting their way out of this corner, provided that they get exactly the situation they need, the side switch. We were ready for the air-to-air after the whiff throw. There are no resources here available for LANGSKI. Okay, just like that, we have the V-trigger coming out, and Punk does get smoked for it. I had every expectation that Punk was either going to play to force a V-reversal out, or just block it out through the V-trigger. Neither happened.
Yeah, I mean, he was already, maybe he was like holding north to briefly like jump it, but still got caught. Still, set point for Punk. LANGSKI fighting back though. They give us a third game between the two. Fierce again catching these mediums. LANGSKI maybe preemptively looking for a dash and getting clipped with that Fierce. Fierce again. Punk relying upon that button. No more down forward. Fierce has been catching him in a bad sort of way.
Oh, the forward throw lasts long enough and thankfully earns Punk the space that they are able to safely block and not lose out too much. No confirm off of that standing fierce this time, but Punk is in such a healthy life lead here. Any one of these standing fierces could do it. You see the whiffing of the skyhook. You'll imagine if that built beater.
Oh my God. Like he needs it. I mean, he does. X-Stomp, waits and baits, and now a medium kick to do it. Punk taking down LANGSKI 3-1. Getting nasty up in the aerial addition with things and baiting out these DPs, baiting out these reversals. We haven't even really seen it from LANGSKI, so good call out here from Punk. And that means that Punk moves on the bracket to,
I mean, like, just a Poison. You know, Poison is a character, is like one of the few characters that I have probably, I truly cannot think of a time that I have seen Punk play Poison.
yeah, I don't even know if I've seen him play on rank, bro. I don't know what this is. All right, Punk, let me see something with this character. Trade with the anti right there.
But Punk plays a style, right? So what, I think we were both wrong. You were like, yeah, Bison has tools in the matchup, but let's keep it a buck. Punk hasn't played this matchup. Punk is playing the character for a set of tools that fit his style. I figured more walk speed, but then you still got to contend with normals. So Punk went, word, what if I had a walk speed, but also better limbs? I'll play Poison.
Oh, it's about to be the end. One touch, that same light kick, crouching light kick too as well. Yeah, in a trade, more than help for that transaction for Punk to take it for that first round. And that, I mean, hey, he found a way to play. And this is another character that you don't really need super all the time. I mean, there's some times where super would be blessed, you know, to finish things off. But you can do that for EX, whip, for some plus frames. You get some crack kicked over the fireball, stuff like that.
Plus streams after GIYU is being respectful of it, but not being respectful of the standing fierce in that spot. Punk is really just kind of letting these block strings fish out, and it's like, all right, word, you do need to respect this until you are out of my range, and you're going to have to contend with it. There's the activation out of GIYU using that V-skill to switch us back and put Punk back in the corner, but just the EX heel drop to swap sides once again. Punk's so comfortable walking GIYU back into the corner, letting GIYU just waste out that entire V-trigger.
Another challenge. Saw that coming from a while away. There's that EX play for the plus frames. Cutting the crack kick, but unfortunately that just lands GIYU. A Chicago punish. Backs away. Don't let a crush happen in a light kick. Look at how Punk controls the first half of the round going down. Gets a fat lead. Forces GIYU to make some rough decisions. And GIYU dies to a few hits out after that. And Punk keeps a nasty lead right there. First win with losers finals. However, that's only one. We still have a few more games to go.
Yeah, and a reminder, we have XFINESSE waiting up in grand finals up on the winner side, having sent GIYU down. And GIYU was the one who had sent Punk down to losers. And if I recall correctly, Punk started that set up 2-0 on GIYU, and GIYU had to reverse 3-0 it, didn't he? Or did it go 2-0 and then 2-2? Damn, I actually don't remember.
Yeah, I got commentary brain rot, bro. I don't remember nothing. If it hasn't happened in the past little second, it's out of my brain. Y'all can tell us, let us know in the chat, if y'all remember like that. But right now, Punk getting meaty, no vegan with that dash up medium punch. Doing some bar like Build a Bear. He's still right there after this EX. EXDP though from GIYU. What a bet.
I was so ready for Punk to block that out, but that's another thing about Punk, is I feel like Punk can try to treat this like a one-player game sometimes. That's part of, the effect of, playing a character as a stylistic choice, and rather than playing the matchups necessarily, is it's like, I'm here to do my thing, and I'm not necessarily super engaged in yours outside of, like, the specific mind game. Trying to fish that Standing Fierce, nothing really comes of it. No whiff punish on the towards roundhouse.
Careful now. That crouch fierce from Cena get close up can't be punished. Maybe Jordan go like first sweep, get that knockdown, get that pressure. Interrupts the EX activation.
My God.
So I assume that he was going for preemptive pokes from Punk are nasty.
All right, next hit is stun or dead, depending on the pickup. We had to cash out a little bit there, did GIYU, in order to try to get some stuff to happen. We are back at mid-screen, and that is going to be able to close out the round with the regular throw. Punk is up 2-0 to move on to the grand finals, playing up against XFINESSE. Is GIYU going to be able to bring this back, or is the poison switch the possible first-time poison? I mean, I'm sure Punk is like dabbled in poison, but I have never seen Punk play the character in a set. And I've seen Punk play a lot of the roster.
Right. We've seen that continuously rotated, but I've not seen it. I've not seen this. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe I just have, again, forgotten. But Punk here to remind that he's got a poison. You gotta do something different right here. We'll take him to get a counter hit combo. Fierce. Go for the 2-piece, and again, getting that lead. So Punk wants, but here's GIYU. Finally looking better in these rounds. Finally getting some knockdowns.
All right, but we do have activation on deck there for Punk, who I have to imagine is going to want to wait and cash out these Molotovs. He's in a spot where either GIYU is going to be forced to hold that gray life or that damage on hit, because once again, Punk, some of the best hit confirms in the business. Light pickup, yes, we are going to hit confirm off of that, but no, unfortunately, we are a little bit too far away to get what I imagine was supposed to be a pickup there. There's another pickup, no. But this time, at least, GIYU is stuck cooking. One more touch would do it, having to contend with the state immunity kick, but we cash out with the CA. You should be dead, right? Yes, exactly. Dead. GIYU living by the hair of their chinny chin chin.
Literally able to get off that last hit, able to get the seal up with the super. GIYU, expensive spin, but honestly, you get it back in round 2 or 3 if need be. EX whip, text a throw. GIYU teching for his damn life right now, but that may be data for Punk later on. Gets him with the V skill Oki. Punk with the meter kick.
Oh, no anti-air there. It looked like it was a late, H-whip anti-air, but I wish that Punk would have kept it, respected the kiss method and just gone for the low strong a little bit. Activation right into the V-trigger. Punk sitting fully loaded, gonna die with his arms full of groceries, though. 2-1 now. Punk up over GIYU.
All right, GIYU back in business here. Getting better leads, and, Punk committing some options that obviously are dangerous. Crouch fierce, you see committed to that button instead of going for the crouch and medium punch, and GIYU able to read these moments. And I think also being able to get much more off these moments. That jumping like kick into the corner, carrying these conversions are a lot better here from GIYU. Before it was like a few errant hits here and there. Now, GIYU getting a lot more off when he does get in. The dash and medium, I lied. Anti-air applied, the tech, the throw is not connected. Again, GIYU love the tech, and I'd like to see Punk blow it up with some frame traps. Does he even know to frame trap with this character? I'm not even sure, I ain't gonna lie.
Activation very early coming out of GIYU there, but we are able to get the corner position out of that V skill follow up here. Okay, we find the pickup. We've got some bar in the back. Once we steal a little bit more, yes, CA already available here for GIYU now. I think this is still a 2-touch situation, though.
That is true. GIYU needs a Good combo, and then wanted to see it right after that, but see you later. EX follow up with the up whip. That's it. Punk. It's time to quit. GIYU needs to do something again to get back in that good round start position. In the dash up light kick counter combo is one way to play. I see you with the throw two as well.
Okay, this is set point for Punk to be able to move on to grand finals, but a big jump in here for GIYU. Gonna get a nice chunk of damage there as Punk is on the back foot. You can see GIYU trying to wait a little bit, but Punk just has a slightly better read on the timing of the situation. Now fishing with Standing Fierce. That's the slight delay.
Bro, I love that's a Fudo special right there. Stand Fierce whip, get the medium on the walk up. However, GIYU on the turn, another medium kick, staving off set point.
Huge. I mean, this could go the distance once again, as it did when these two played in winter semis. You see Punk really representing standing medium kick right now, trying to, you know, use the tool just as a, like, all right, I need to slow this down and make you kind of respect an option, but unfortunately overcommits to the heel drop, and GIYU taking a little bit of that guaranteed damage and now earning this life plus frames. What's GIYU going to do about it? Throw tech, nothing really comes of it.
Backs away, pinwheel off the line, medium. Punk. What is he going to be spinning bar here? This is what I'm looking for, like, because I feel like he's not got much off the EX whip. GIYU with the EX bar for that corner spin situation, gets a throw to as well. Punk with the wake up light, needs something more. This is like a crush counter into like EXCP finish possibly here for GIYU. Punk's still in this though.
But this is huge now because GIYU's going to get the opportunity to cash out the V-trigger, earn that bar back, keep from Punk from having the CA available to him. Actually, no, chooses to use their V-reversal, and I really like that call, not wanting to deal with the plus frames in that spot. If we had confirmed off that low forward, that would have been that. Not enough that they believed they could have killed on Chip, but the V-trigger is about to run out. How is GIYU going to choose to play this one out? Into Chip, and that should be enough to do it.
Yes, sir. GIYU's still in it to win it. Using the chip, no dip to seal it. And GIYU having to fight back when Punk has been getting better about routing things back himself, right? We see more of that proclivity to challenge what GIYU wants to do in some of these fake sequences. However, GIYU, man, I love this energy that he is putting on right now because I feel like he is not as deterred in the mid screen. I feel like he's comfortable when he has Punk with the corner, right? Or the calls for the jump is and the crouch fears. But now it feels like he's comfortable anywhere on the screen. 2-2, going the distance.
All right, game 5 here for losers finals to see who gets the opportunity to play against XFINESSE up in the winner side of Grands. GIYU on a slight deficit here, and finally Punk finds crouching strong. I feel like there hasn't been a lot of verticality here from GIYU, but the spots that it has come out, we've not really seen crouching strong out of Punk, which is such an effective anti-air. It's super important to represent. GIYU spending those resources to get this big corner carry. Oh, smoked out by the shimmy.
Reversal, taking all that resource away from Punk. That means not that much EX play. He's gonna be able to get like a fierce and EX on hit to really get something in terms of like a strike throw. But GIYU's been calling those out very well. I really haven't seen that much off that quote unquote mix. Bar at the bottom, GIYU will definitely spend the win to end Punk.
Well, the second jab hits counter, but we don't get a whole lot out of it. GIYU didn't believe enough in the confirm, or is perhaps being greedy? No, the confirm comes this time off forward pinwheel right into the CA, and GIYU takes the lead for the first time in this losers final set and is on the verge of moving up to Grands. Will we see a repeat of the winter semis, or is Punk going to stabilize? But I think, not unlike their set in the winner side of top 8, it may be that GIYU needed the 3 out of 5 set to acclimate to this character, and now the deficiencies in the character matchup are showing for Punk.
Right, it's like you don't play this character often enough. You don't know, like, we even saw some counter combos that just committed with it. EX flip, get over the fireball, wait to bait the DP surprise. That was a delay rise. Corner carry with the beast kill, dashes in, gets back though for his troubles.
Yeah, that was massive to get that back throw on the double dash. A very greedy double dash on a Punk. I think the one dash would have been sufficient, but there is this expectation that they have a respect. No, overcommits to the wrong pinwheel, but GIYU doesn't commit to their own punish of it.
Walk up throw. Look at the bar at the bottom. What's on the menu? Is it Punk? He's that hit confirm to seal it. He's a good combo and hit confirm possibly. With all this great life stacked up, it doesn't matter. Punk's going to take us to the final game, final round, catching that walking situation. If there's one thing you should know about Poison, it's when that V-trigger stock locked right on load, you got to watch out for that crouching medium kick. That's the activator. You Kickstarter. Punk with the fadeaway. Doesn't get the right. Oh, too far for the crag kick.
GIYU is sitting on so many resources here that despite the life lead that Punk has right now, this is really still a match that can go in either player's favor. You can see Punk trying to walk back. You can like almost feel that GIYU just wishes they could earn enough respect to walk forward, catch that walk back, and get the big cash out. How far are we going to commit this? No, we spend the 1 bar, but it like pays for itself, right? Like I keep saying, you can spend the 1 bar for the extra corner carry, and then it pays for itself. Super hungry, fishing for the air target combo, and it is not going to come. V-Trigger is gone, but CA is back on the table, but one more touch will do it for Punk. Jump in is going to work for GIYU, and that's going to be enough to do it.
GIYU into the super to seal it with that one jumping. And this is a rare time where the crouch medium punch is not fine. Rare time where that doesn't anti-air. And GIYU sending down the rare poison out of the tournament. Punk ending his run in 3rd place. Goose. But I'm not confused about this grand finals. XFINESSE, GIYU, the run back. Let's get it, people. Remember, go to the match arena. We only have a few more dollars to go to 50 so that Brad can floss on stream. Y'all can clip that. Y'all can send it to his reels. Like, put it all over Twitter. Put it everywhere.
But don't.
Yo, shout outs to Rainbow66 with the $5.
Let's go. All right. XFINESSE, GIYU. This is our grand finals of Casa this week. Round star sweep off the feet. Tutorial duties being done here from XFINESSE.
You keep calling out like this tendency of Eds now for that round start sweep. I wonder if it's the kind of thing where like, again, the threat of flicker is so omnipresent that it sort of enables a lot of these other weirder plays. But in this matchup, obviously, you know, a lot of juries really want to play towards that stock. I don't need to talk about what's happening on the screen. XFINESSE is mauling out GIYU right now. A lot of juries want to play for those stocks. And I think if you have a good, low-angled hitbox poke that can smoke them out for it and punish them for it, it's something that's really important to represent.
Yeah. XFINESSE, man. Just so dominant in the corner position. I mean, honestly, this character's corner game, it's good. There are better characters with better quarter pressure. It's the fact that he gets so much push off 1 bar. And then you still have to fight that feature that also can back up GIYU. And that beast will also leaving that fireball off the table. The narrative neutral right now is just the absolute long, as you pointed out, because Expeditiously is getting Grizzly. That's stun. That's not done, but that's 1 more conversion after this, 1 more combo, and it's over for a perfect KO. Not going to happen at least.
GIYU has to spend that EX bar just to stop the perfect, but still needing to play for those stocks, and that seems to be something that immediately XFINESSE is wise to. It's like, yeah, you've got to take a second to get yourself set up. I don't have to. So the second I see that, I'm dashing forward, and if you try to do more than 1, I am going to capitalize on that. That is a pretty quick first game on the board here for XFINESSE, and as you can see here, just dominant. I think straight to the P1 side corner in both of these matches. Damn near immediate stuns. How is GIYU going to be able to acclimate?
One thing GIYU has to do is not let these minus frames go. We've seen the immediate punishment from XFINESSE for that explicit corner carry. Here's the fears. Dash up, got the meaty right there off the crouching medium punch. Off the crouching medium kick low this time. The stun. Bro, is this 80% run?
It might be. I mean, XFINESSE is really out here. I think XFINESSE is trying to submit something to GDQ for Summer Games Done Quick at this point. I know that we're getting up there, and, you know, as we, you know, sort of round out Street Fighter V, it just gives us more time for the real tech purists and the glitch hunters to really try to optimize that category and bring it out.
Yo, this has got to be some optimization out here. Walk up, sweep off the feet. It does delete, you know, the stock up of the Fuha, so I guess I get it in that sense, but we've seen that continuously come through. Maybe there's not a lot in terms of, like, punishes you can do unless you're close enough or something, or they just don't fear it. But, Ed, what do you have to fear when you have such fantastic corner carry? You have such fantastic damage off some of these sequences. XFINESSE sitting very dominant, too, as well.
Oh, no.
He fell.
Yeah, that is a real shame. GIYU 100% needed that, using that opportunity to charge out that V skill so they can get some mileage out of it. Deep jump in connects, but unfortunately not having the activation after that, using that V trigger. XFINESSE on the back foot, sends out the bubblegum.
Time for some fun. Look at this, the dash up. What a challenge. Oh, you can't jump out, my friend. You better stay sucker free on a Sunday. The throw, 1 more hit. Oh, and the lane jab.
Yeah, Yup, needed the delay there, especially because we've already seen that GIYU has been willing to represent that reversal, sitting fully loaded, call my man Herbie, but it's not going to happen for him. Going to have to reboot him into Game 3 if we're going to hope to see a Lindsay Lohan reboot jumping into a bracket reset. But GIYU's going to have to, once again, come back from a 2-game deficit in order to make this happen. And XFINESSE is looking as strong as Impurus Club with the 70 raid. What is up, everybody? You are catching us on the tail, possibly the tail end of our grand finals. XFINESSE sitting in the winner's side, GIYU sitting in losers, down 2-0 tonight.
Brother, these round start sweeps off the feet, dog. XFINESSE has found something in this play, and it's nasty. Stand, heavy kick, crush counter, psycho dive down to the ground. Stuns rising, wouldn't be surprised if the state double down with a medium, standing heavy kick. That's it.
Yeah, no, that, you know what? I'm calling it. Stick a fork in it. It's done. That cake is ready to come out. And I'll tell you why. XFINESSE is so clearly comfortable with the timing of exactly how long of a delay to leave after a stand jab BD to smoke out GIYU for doing something. And the sweeps again. But, like, watch what's going to happen. It's going to be jab, slight delay, counter hit, crouching strong into big damage.
This is looking nasty. XFINESSE has him caught in the corner. Again, might be time to call a corner. V reversal, V skill well spaced up. Looking for that fierce right after. Anti-trade still right there. GIYU got a bar to spin, but we see these right situations get punished. He's got to be careful. Counter hit jab. I believe I want to see more games. GIYU, give me more.
Activation station. How far are we going to press this? Spend the 1 bar, but once again, we spend the bar because GIYU gets it back so easily. Almost getting that whole bar back off that block string, but you have to contend with the jawbreaker.
He whips. Oh my God, GIYU. He's still in this. He's still able to play. One more hit.
No punish on the whip throw.
Nothing. 1, 2, 3, count them out. No ABCs. No extension. He didn't have the bar for the EX follow-up. But it's still one touch. XFINESSE just needs one hit to do it. It's going to be GIYU with the super to stay in.
It's not going to be enough.
He's still alive. Oh my God.
There's still a V-skill store, though. XFINESSE cannot forget that the V-skill store is there. Do not try to posture with a fireball. You need to find the opportunity for like a low short good tech on the empty V-skill. Now the V-skill is off the table. XFINESSE, 15 seconds left on the clock. I actually do not know what happens. Finds the throw. GIYU manages to stabilize that ever so slightly.
I get the idea of what XFINESSE wanted to do, right? Back off. If this was going to be like a time over, you would have got the win either way because it would have went for both sides, right? So XFINESSE, that was a great idea, but caught lacking a little bit. Here's XFINESSE, has him caught up in the corner. No bar for reversal just yet. Now has the EX. When's it going to come through? I feel like XFINESSE is maybe possibly waiting to bait that. It's going to be stunned. And this is close to done. He's going to build up that bar in the sequence. It's going to hurt. I think it's one more guesser game right here. Cycle dive. One more hit, meaty EX, reversal. One touch. Does the V-skill through?
Oh,
Damn up light.
That was such a crazy bait on the charge. No whip punish on the turns roundhouse. One touch will do it, and the crouch jab is going to do it as close to a perfect as you can reasonably get as XFINESSE takes the dub. Ladder format, bracket format, it don't matter. XFINESSE comes through the Casa and closes that one out. And I want to highlight one more interesting little nugget there from XFINESSE that I thought was super interesting. Actually, first we can check out that super tense replay there of the round that GIYU was able to win out. They were fighting on a pixel of health for a hot second there, but GIYU was eventually able to get in with that dash in throw. Great dash from Jury, great throw hitbox, but it was too little too late. And another thing of XFINESSE that I think was so interesting. I keep highlighting how much GIYU loves to use that V-trigger too and really punish you for stalking bar and use his bar really liberally. Notice the fact that XFINESSE never banked bar. If they had a bar, EX, like flicker right into the EX follow-up or you know, EX cycle upper as a combo under, they were willing to spend the bar when they had it because it's like, well, whatever. It's not like I'm never going to get CA. I might as well use it. And you get the EX extension off the flicker, pushes them to the corner, enabled the crazy the strike throw game that let them just bulldoze over GIYU in order to close that one out.
Brad.
What?
New York.
Just do your thing.
Why do you say New York?
Just do it. We both know you're gonna do it. Just do it.
What, man?
Just
what?
pop off.
You don't have to pop off if you're always winning, you know?
There's only 6 codes remaining. That's disappointing if I'm being honest.
Yeah, there's only 6 codes left. Yeah, shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to New York, especially because we keep winning. It's weird, you know. It's weird how that keeps happening. Anywho, big love to everybody that tuned in, everybody that showed love tonight, everybody that played. Big fun that we're having with this format. Can't lie. This ladder format it's growing on me quite a bit. I wonder if we can bring this offline somehow. The only problem is that we don't have infinite setups like we do online. So
True.
Yeah.
that's the only scary thing, right? So like we would have to have at least like 20 setups to make this happen. But major events. Major events, call me, doc. I got an idea.
He's here. Come
Call
on,
me,
stop
dog.
playing with him.
Stop playing with me. No, but shout outs to all the people that entered. Shout outs to XFINESSE once again, reclaiming the throne. GIYU, it's always good seeing GIYU. Punk, literally handcuffing himself, trying to see what he can do. Getting third with no CA is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
That's so dope. Time and time again, he's just showing how much of a champion he is. So dope to see all the players still having fun with this game till the bitter end, right? What do we have? We have literally less than a month left.
30 days.
30 days. Technically a month. We'll be there. Shout outs to all the lurkers. Shout outs to all the viewers. Shout outs to all the chatters. Shout outs to the subs, the followers, the raiders. Shout outs to my guy Saint Cola coming back home. We missed you, dog.
Appreciate letting you come through. Let me come through. I appreciate it. It's a blessing on my side.
You had known that you had a seat here all this time. It ain't nothing but a thing, baby. Shout outs Brad commentating. Shout outs Doctor holding down the stream. Dan Cravat holding down socials, and me pretending to be a bracket runner again. So I've been trying to figure out who I'm gonna raid. Oh look, it's Knuckle Dew.
Oh, what's up?
Oh.
I like how he said. Well, first of all, why that face? Don't rate him for that.
No, I'm not rating him.
People.
I'm not rating him. He doesn't play this game. He doesn't play this game.
Ain't no Street Fighter 5 player, bro.
Yo, I be sharing my tweets to him. He's like, yeah. So when Street Fighter 4? I'm like, dog. I'm running a Street Fighter 5 tournament. He's like, I don't play that anymore. I bet.
Speaking of old games, have you guys heard about this Plus R game?
What?
It seems to
Guilty
be getting
Gear Accent Core Plus R.
Yeah.
HD Remix 2013.
The humble people over Combo Breaker, they're actually giving some of these, boomer titles a shot. That's crazy.
Yeah. Big shout outs to Omega Tom Hanks. He's running the thing over there. So if you're into Plus R, you should definitely come hang out with us tomorrow because we're running a ladder just like this for Plus R. But if you're also going to Combo Breaker like I wish I was, you should check out their tournament as well. So that's always an option. Shout outs to TSB once again, like always. And I think I'm gonna do Integra.
Ooh, the TikTok god himself.
TikTok god himself. Yeah. Let's do it.
Word.
Let's do it. The big homie. If you guys have any parting words, hit them right now.
All right. Plus R tomorrow, chat. 7 p.m. ladder start.
Make sure y'all tell all the tournaments for Street Fighter 5 before we end it out. And besides that, nothing else. I'll just see you in the streets. Peace out.
Be safe, everybody. Much love. Catch you next time.